Well, just tell us about the makeup of your side. Where have most of these boys come from?
Well, they've all over Australia actually. There's a makeup of 8 from Queensland and 8 from New South Wales. Some of them have played in the Q Cup. We've had a couple play in the New South Wales Cup. So they've been in systems before, but haven't quite reached the NRL level, and probably lost confidence along the way, and always looking to have another opportunity to get back in the NRL, and taking on the Newcastle Knights will be a good opportunity for them to showcase their wares and to show everyone that they've still got the skills and the capabilities required at NRL level.
Have any of them really impressed you, showing you they might be ready to come back to
There's been a couple actually, and again I don't know a lot about them. I've only had 2 training sessions with them, but there's a couple there that just on training you look at and you go, geez, he's got plenty of potential there. So now it's just a matter of that transferring over to game and seeing how they go. So it's an exciting time for me too, is to sit back and watch them go at training, because they've certainly got plenty of skill and they like to move the ball. So it'll be an entertaining game, I would have thought.
So what's the game plan? Obviously take the shackles off and let them do.
Oh yeah, you got to let them play their own sort of style, but we'll also have some structure there. You need that, in particular when you're playing against a professional team. But as we've spoken about, is that if they see some things on, then they've got to be prepared to call it and use the ball. And I would encourage anyone that wants to see a good game of rugby league to come along on Saturday night, because I think that's what they'll see. It won't be what you sometimes see in the NRL, I suppose, is it can be a dour struggle. I wouldn't have thought it'd be that type of game. I think it'll be a very entertaining game, and there'll be some great skills on display.
So you'd say it's probably going to be a high-scoring game?
Well, I'm not quite sure whether it'll be a high-scoring game, because I know that our guys worked really hard on some of the defensive drills we've been able to put to them over the last couple of days. So, but they've played at a reasonable level, some of our guys. So they know what they've got to do, but we're just trying to encourage them to bring out their skills on the night. You don't want to inhibit them at all, because it's about them showcasing their talents, but also playing within that team sort of systems that we have in place. But I'm really looking forward to seeing it, and I'm sure the Knights will come with that attitude as well, and it'll be an entertaining game.
Laurie, it's not the All-Stars game, but it's still an important game to have at the end of the festival in Indigenous Rugby League.
Most definitely. I think it's very important we celebrate the great talents and the great work that Indigenous players have done and continue to do throughout the NRL and in their communities. They become leaders when they go back to the communities. People look up to them, and we can celebrate the great talent that they have got. So for us, it's exciting that we can come out here, play an NRL team. While the guys aren't NRL players as such, they still get an understanding of what it means to be an NRL player, how NRL players go about preparing for a game of footy, and hopefully keep their dream alive of maybe one day getting back into that system.
How are your retired greats holding up?
No, they've been okay. Great to have them on board, and I think the knowledge that they pass down to these players is invaluable. All these players have played at the highest level. Certainly great representatives of the Indigenous community, and are all good fellas to have around, and they lighten up the mood, and it's just been a really good feel so far.
Can you let us in on how much we'll be seeing them on field on Saturday night? What your plan is for?
I'm not really quite sure, to be honest with you. I think I'm just going to see how it all unfolds. You try and give the guys, the younger guys, that opportunity to play obviously more football, and the senior guys sort of agreed to do that, but as they've sort of had a couple of training sessions, I think, like most retired players, I suppose, when you get back out in the field, you think you still got it. So, but they'll get some game time, no doubt about it. And some of our guys, because they haven't trained in that professional system for a while, they may be a little bit underdone. But so we'll have to give the senior players some opportunities. But Peach and Tinga, usually throughout their careers have played in the outside backs. They want to play in closer, so they want to be a ball player.